Hello everyone, welcome back to the 14-day water fast. I'm Jacob, High Strung Bard. This is the end of my day one. I'm saying my day one because I work nights, so my schedule is flipped. It's about 5 in the morning right now. I'm just gonna be detailing, especially during these first 14 days, I'm gonna be detailing exactly what I'm doing, what's going on in my head, like my energy levels, my focus levels. I'm gonna break it down and I'll put it on the screen somewhere. Oh, also, especially for the first 14 days of this channel, I'm going to be doing the first half talking about water fasting, and then the second half I'll be talking about Nofap. So if you're here for specifically Nofap, you can go ahead and skip to like the last half of the video, though I would highly recommend listening to what I have to say when it comes to water fasting, because I feel like that was the whole reason why I'm doing a water fast right now, is to... people think that water fasting just cleanses your body, but it cleanses all of the chemicals and everything from your mind as well, like your brain. So your brain fog will be lifted. As you can see from this video, I'm already talking a lot better, faster, cleaner. I'm more focused. And that kind of leads me into the end of my day one, you know? My first day, I've had this lingering headache, which is simply the glucose and everything being cleansed from my head. So my brain's like telling me, hey, we need energy. And so it's giving me a kind of a fight back. I've drank about 1.5 gallons of water so far. I don't go to bed for the next few hours, so I'll probably drink a little more. So I'm gonna start out with the first of the 4 categories of just kind of detailing exactly how I'm feeling, so you could get an idea if you decide to do this with me, of how you're feeling during this time. First category I'm gonna go with is mood. My mood, I'm gonna go ahead and give my mood a solid, we'll say 5 is average out of 10, right? It's the middle ground. My mood, I'm gonna give a 6. Today, it was like, I feel good. Like I feel fine mentally. I haven't been overthinking things too much. Usually like a big problem for me, being ADHD and everything like that. I overthink things a lot, like an extreme amount. So I'm actually really glad that I'm not like getting stuck on those moments. If I had uploaded the first video completely unedited, you would tell how much I was overthinking things. I wasn't even talking in congruent sentences. So yeah, I'm gonna give myself a 6. I feel happy. I'm glad that I'm doing this. Second category, focus. My focus levels today have been... being ADHD, my focus levels are naturally low. I can either hyper focus really well, like I can really knock out one task, or I can't do anything and I'm kind of just like standing still for an hour. I would say my focus has been decent. I'm gonna give it a 5. I'm gonna say average because I had a couple of moments today where I was kind of drained, and I'll talk about that in the energy section here in a second. But I was kind of drained, so I was real spacey, thinking about stuff that I need to do, and I was thinking about life and this and that, and so it was like my brain was trying to push into a depressive mindset, but I kind of held my ground. But yeah, my focus levels have been okay. I've knocked out some things that I said I wanted to do, and other things I didn't do at all. So kind of in between. Hunger. How hungry am I feeling over about 24 hours in of, or over 24 hours in of not eating? Hunger wise, the only way that I can describe this is I don't feel hungry because I know what hunger feels like. I've done fasting before. but I definitely have hardcore cravings, like immense cravings. Like I can like feel my tongue like wanting stuff. Okay, that just sounds anyways, okay, so my hunger levels, I'm gonna give well, how am I gonna put this? 10 being the worst hunger, like terribly hungry. I'm gonna give myself like a 4. Like, I'm not that hungry. I could definitely eat. Like, maybe the hunger pains will set. The hunger pains will probably set in the next. They'll probably set in the next couple days. Energy levels. This is the one that is kind of off the wall, and it might be a little different from case by case basis. Day 1. And I say that because I am extremely addicted to caffeine. So my energy levels today have been very night and day. I think that's due to a combination of my body not taking in, of course, the caloric and the sugars and the carbs and everything like that it usually requires to run. So it's trying to work through all of my stores of those things. But also, I haven't had any caffeine. Today has been very, like, for an hour, I'll be energized. And I'll be fine. The next hour, I'm dead tired. Like, I could sleep anywhere. I can't wait to get to the point that my body swaps over to burning fat as its primary resource instead of carbs and glucose. But yeah, I'm gonna give my energy levels, even though they've been very flippant, my energy levels, I'm gonna also give a 4. Currently 230 pounds or 233 pounds, something like that. Mental is the main reason why I'm doing this. So as I said, the second half of this video is going to be mostly about Nofap, and how and why I made the decision to do what I do, and also like my craving levels for the day. So the reason why I'm deciding to do this, to start my Nofap, I'm doing a long fast. I feel like that fasting strengthens the mind, the willpower, and if you're spiritual, like I am, I also believe that it will get you more in tune with your spirituality over the course of your fast. That being the case, I believe that having that, the willpower to suppress the food and have that being my primary focus is not eating for the first 2 weeks will supersede the urges for porn and stuff like that. The last few times that I've tried this, what would end up happening is I would get to like day 4 of a fast, and I would only be shooting for 5, right? I'd get to day 4 of a fast, start feeling really hungry, and then I would I would binge eat, and that would cause my stress levels to go up, which in turn would cause me to seek stress relief, which would then turn into porn and masturbation, because that has been my out for many years. So yeah, I wanted to do a fast to start it out to kind of give me that boost through the initial couple weeks, because what I found during Nofap is day 1 is insanely hard. Day 1 of Nofap is it's like the cravings are insanely high, because your body was like, we just did this yesterday and the day before yesterday. Like, your body realizes what's going on. Your body knows, and it will try and act accordingly. So day 1 is really hard, and from what I found, day 7 is usually really hard, and then past that, it's you have to realize what your triggers are in order to see when your rough days are. Like, I know for a fact my rough days are typically like day 7, day 14 sometimes, day 28. Usually at like the ends of the week when I'm like home alone, I realize that I've been doing this for a while. And of course life happens. So that's why it's bad for me that I have my trigger being stress, because life sucks sometimes, you know? It doesn't suck all the time, but it sucks sometimes. And I have to be able to withstand those things. And that's also why I wanted to do a fast, for that, like I said, the willpower boost. But a guy named Brian Johnson said something very interesting. He said he needed to remove his conscious mind from his decision making. And that was his biggest challenge starting his blueprint, is what he calls it, for anti-aging health benefits and stuff. And that's what I want to do. I want to remove my conscious mind from my decision making. I don't need my mind getting in the way of my life, you know? Every time I feel bad, I can't run away from my problems. Every time I physically don't feel good, I can't not work, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have to do what my mind tells me it doesn't want to do. And that's another thing that I really want to ingrain into my head during this fast, because this is the first 14-day fast I've ever done. And I want to do it. And I'm glad that on the first video I saw only 2 people saw it, and you know what? That's fine. The further we go along, the better it'll be. So I'm fully expecting, you know, like I said, I'm fully expecting one person to stick around. And that one person, bro or sis, if you're a girl, you know, watching this, I'm here for you, and I will help you. And as the days go on, I know it's going to be tough for me. I'm really hoping that I can help you get kick-started, you know, especially with the porn thing. Sorry about that, my phone died. Okay, just to finalize what I was talking about, I really hope I can get you kick-started on your journey towards getting rid of that poison, that toxic filth that is rampant in society called pornography. If I can help you get through that and get away from that, I think we're both going to be better, because that's my goal, and I hope that's your goal, you know, to fully be mentally clear, consciously aware of your gifts as a person and your impact on this earth. Because I feel like whenever we get lost in our own desires and we get lost in those moments where our testosterone drops, or like right after you have that when you have that post-nut clarity, which is all bullshit, by the way. Post-nut clarity is definitely not a thing. Every time anyone who's like watched porn extensively for a long period of time can tell you that that's horseshit. Most of the time it's more like post-nut depression or post-nut like brain fog. Like most of the time I'm usually really like stuck in place afterwards. But at any rate, yeah, I hope we can get there together. And oh, my craving levels for the day. Like I said, primarily the reason why I wanted to start with the fast is to cover up the urges. I really haven't had any urges. My brain has been primarily focused on, hey, we haven't been eating. So yeah, I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Oh, and like I said, if you subscribe and leave comments and stuff like that, I will get back to you, and I will help you if you need it. Don't ever forget that. There are people out there that can help you. You don't have to sit by yourself in disgust and shame any longer, okay? I will help you. I may look fucking crazy because my hair needs a goddamn haircut. I will help you, okay? And I hope you'll be there for me in time. Yeah. Let's get this shit going.